Now then, roll up, roll up, roll up. Get your tickets here. We're off to the Moscow State Circus with this afternoon's Blue Peter.
Hi, and if you thought that you spotted two familiar faces there, you were absolutely right, because in amongst the stars of the Moscow State Circus were none other than Miss Karen Keating and Miss Yvette Fielding, and they lived to tell the tale.
And you'll be seeing us in a bit of action later on. But first, if you like performing in public, then there's a brand new talent competition coming out soon, and there's lots of details on that.
Now, how would you feel if someone said to you, you've got to go on a 30,000-mile bike ride? Well, that's a task that's been taken up by 16 cyclists, and they've been biking through some of the toughest country in the world during the past 12 months. It's called the Four Corners Bike Ride, and although it only had 16 cyclists when it started, it's estimated that when it finishes on Sunday, more than 60,000 riders will have taken part.
These are just some of them, and you can bet that whenever there's a biking adventure going on, Nick and Richard Crane will be right in the middle of it. Richard, compared with cycling up Mount Kilimanjaro, how tough has the Four Corners bike ride been for the 16 leaders?
Oh, I think this is incredibly tough because they've been at it for a whole year. They've been up to the snows of the Himalayas and Andes and down in the deserts.
And how has it grown from being just 16 riders to the 60,000 that you hope will take part?
Well, they've split into 4 teams coming from the 4 corners of the earth, from South America, Africa, Australia and Japan. And they're all ending up on Sunday in Docklands.
And what happens if you don't live in London? Can you still take part?
On Sunday, there are fun rides throughout the country, starting in towns like Brighton, Bristol, Bradford, Liverpool and Norwich.
Everywhere. And where do you hear about them?
Just go into your local bike shop to find out about the Sunday fun rides.
Right, well, let's hope that thousands more people do take part, because it's all in aid of a very good cause, intermediate technology. The idea is that all the cyclists will be sponsored, and every single penny raised will go towards fighting famine and helping starving people in some of the world's poorest countries. How's the fundraising been going?
Oh, it's been going great so far, but it all really happens on Sunday. This Sunday, we want lots and lots of bikers out on their bikes.
So everybody that's got a bike should turn up?
That's right, on Sunday, yeah, that's 20 September, and we got these 31 rides around the UK then.
Brilliant. Now, we're very lucky today to have 2 of the original 16 riders. They're part of the African team, and they've already covered over 6,000 miles, and they're Willie Taylor and Julia Leewood. Welcome. How are you feeling after 6,000 miles?
Tired.
Where did you actually start off from?
We started in Zimbabwe, which is in the southern part of Africa.
Right. Now, Richard's been saying that one of the toughest things about cycling across the world is the change in temperature. And we've got some film of you in Egypt by the pyramids. What was it like cycling there?
When we got there, we'd just come back from cycling across the desert. And there we were cycling as much as 100 miles at a stretch without water, without shades. We had to carry all our water with us. It was pretty tough. We had to set up at 3 o'clock in the morning to beat the worst of the heat.
It sounds just awful. I'm full of admiration. Willie, what was the worst part for you?
Wild animals. I'm
Did you encounter
terrified of
any?
wild animals, yes. Oh, waking up in the middle of the night surrounded by hippopotamuses,
Where
which
did-
happened on the 3rd or 4th night we camped in Zimbabwe.
Really? What did you do?
I just didn't sleep that night. I lay there.
So you had several restless nights along the way?
We had a few.
Well, good luck for Sunday. Hope everything goes well and that you raise lots of money and that the sun shines. If you've got a bike, turn up.
Thanks.
Good luck!
Oh,
Well done, get cycling.
Don't get run over.
I bet they're tired.
I know,
You
I
get it?
think they are tired.
Wheel, tired, tyre.
And if you haven't got, shut up. And if you haven't got a bicycle and you can't join in, never mind, but give the Four Corners bicycles a great wave if they cycle near your home.
Now, Yvette's just joined the programme, and when you do join Blue Peter, as well as having to get to know the other presenters and all the animals, there are lots of other friends you've got to be introduced to as well. So on a very nice morning here at Television Centre, it was my great pleasure out in the garden to introduce Miss Yvette Fielding to the one and only Mr. Percy Thrower.
It's nice to meet you, Percy.
And nice to meet you, Yvette, and how nice to have you here in the
I've
Blue
seen
Peter
you on the
Garden.
TV, and it's so nice to see you in real life.
Now tell me, what sort of gardener are you?